we are returning back to our land. Kruger National Park belongs to the people of Mbombela. It doesn't belong to a white man. That's why that statue of Kruger must be demolished. It must be destroyed because we can't worship the people who were killing our people. Paul Kruger is a crook. Kruger is a crook who stole our land, and we can't have a statue of a person who stole our land being celebrated. We must also change the name Kruger National Park and give it a progressive name. We must also change the name of the airport. We cannot have Kruger National Park. We cannot have Kruger International Airport. We want everything that sounds and look like Kruger removed from all the public places, and not only in Mpumalanga, but all over South Africa. Comrades, we are going to take the land of Johan Rupert. The Rupert Creek is ours. Why is Rupert having a piece of land in Mpumalanga? He doesn't know this province. He doesn't belong here. Rupert Creek was stolen from us and must be returned into the hands of our people. So those who know Johan Rupert, tell him we are coming to claim our land on the 29th of May. Tell Oppenheimer family we are coming to claim our mines on the 29th of May. Tell the Oppenheimer family we are coming to claim our banks on the 29th of May. Tell them we are coming to claim our economy from the hands of the few, and we are going to place it in the hands of the majority. Comrades, we want to say to you, the EFF in this province will not create less than 700,000 jobs because of mining, because of tourism, because of land ownership. But equally, we are going to create more jobs here in Mpumalanga because we are going to industrialize. We are going to make sure there are factories, and those factories are working, and you get employed in those factories, and you own those factories. Fighters, we are going to use tourism to create jobs, because in tourism you can have travel agent, you can be a tour guide, you can own a hotel or hospitality management, you can have event planning, you can do tourism research and analysis. There are a lot of opportunities in tourism, including mining in Mpumalanga. We will never stop to mine coal in this province because coal is our food. Without coal, we will not eat anything. So the ownership of coal mines must be in the hands of our own people, not in the hands of the few corrupt who come to Mpumalanga, steal coal, and live as poorer. We are in a struggle for land. We want land in Mpumalanga. We want land not in the rural areas. We want land next to the suburbs, next to town, because we must be next to where we are working. We must be next to where we are doing shopping, where we are going to church, where we are going to school. This thing of saying Kanyamazane, it's a township of Nelspruit, but Kanyamazane is very far from Nelspruit. We don't want to build further back. We want to build going back to town, because that's where we belong. That's where our people must go. We will do this through land expropriation without compensation. This EFF, when it takes over Mpumalanga, is going to look for those who were working in the coal mines. We are going to make sure that their pensions are paid, because many of them have left mines with nothing. We are going to make sure that those who are sick because they were working in the coal mine receive better treatment, because they made the economy of Mpumalanga. We are going to make sure that the children of those who were working in mines, and today they are no longer working in the mines, those children go to school free of charge. Comrades, we want Witbank, Emalahleni, Barberton to be one of the best towns that our people can be proud of. We want all of these towns in Nelspruit, in Bushbuckridge, and everywhere else. Let's make sure we restore the dignity of our former towns, because ANC destroyed everything. Let's go and revive and correct the mess of the ANC. We are going to give all of you free education. No child must pay for a school fees. Why do you pay for a school fees? Because education is not a commodity. You can't sell education the same way you sell bread. There must be a difference between bread and education. Education is a right. It's not something that you can do without. We want all of you to be educated, because the ANC likes you when you are not educated. They don't love educated people. Why? Educated people ask educated questions, and therefore they don't want to be questioned. That's why they can't give you free education. The EFF Student Command is doing very well in all the universities, including University of Mpumalanga. The Student Command is there to register the children of the poor, of the poorest. For you to get into university, we don't want your surname. We don't want to know your mother. We don't want to know your relatives. We just want to see your results. If your results say, we are Tabanga, again, that's the way you are going to be educated in South Africa. Because we only need results to take children to school. Fighters, they say education is free in some of the schools here in Kanyamazane. But at the same time, they say you must buy school uniform. How do you say education is free and then say I must buy uniform? You are saying I'm poor, I can't pay school fees. That's why you are giving me free education. But when it comes to uniform, You say, I'm not poor, I must buy uniform. When do I become poor? So everything that goes with education, if we want free education, everything must be free. School uniform must be free. Our children must get school uniform. Why? Uniform means uniformity. It means we must all look the same. But when you come from poor family, you don't have a proper uniform. As a result, you don't look like other children. And you are discouraged. You are always told that you are poor by how you look. We want you to look the part. When you are at school, we don't want you to worry about anything. Just worry about your education.
This is great. This is rich speech from the leader of economic freedom fighters, Julius Malema. Once he's speaking about to return this land to the rightful owners, which is the rightful owner of this land is we Africans. Sometimes we say these Western companies exploit our mineral resources and other resources from our continent because they are rightful owner of the land. Once the land returns to we Africans, it will be in other hands and they can't take it anymore. Even you see here in my back, this is a farm of maize. As you see here, this is the maize farm. So even this, you can't farm it if you don't have a land. Not only this, in food, also in minerals, if you don't have a land, also will be the same issue. So I appreciate what Julius Malema said in this speech, and I also want you, brother and sisters, to have something in the comment section, your thought on what Julius Malema said. This is Facts About Africa, the African channel where we share thoughts and changing the narrative of Mama Africa. Thanks for watching. Let us meet on the next episode.